Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry that this video took so long to make, but today we're here to talk about the Super Bowl preview beef between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this entire Super Bowl comes down between these two teams, and man, I have to say that I was not expecting this Super Bowl. I mean, some people probably expected this, but really, if we talk about some of the teams that were in here before elimination, I knew that some of these, the Eagles were a contender at this point. But, man, there were some other teams I had. But we got to look at the teams here, and I'm about to show you in a second what I mean. And I'm not entirely sure on how everything's looking this season, but y'all just need to give me 1 second. Grab this real quick. So, what I was saying, back to the case. Super Bowl is in Arizona, and so far I can say that I'm excited for the Super Bowl. Personally, I think the Super Bowl will be one of the greatest ones between the Kelsey brothers, between Andy Reid and his old former team, two quarterbacks that both come from Texas, and this is also another case of where. I'm just going to throw it out there, but some quarterbacks who won MVP, they haven't won the Super Bowl. It's just a curse, I'm just saying. But that doesn't mean Pat Mahomes is going to win this one. Now, some of the things I need to address when this game is happening is that there are a few flaws that I need to point out. And, one of the things is Kansas City's receivers. Now, we do know that most of Kansas City, the receivers, they're not healthy in the state of they weren't playing in that Cincinnati game. And honestly, I'm not really, so sold on the Chiefs right now. Some of their players are still out with injuries, and I don't know. These guys need to, we need to see if they're healthy enough to play. We need to see if they have enough, energy to show up on the field. And at this point, I have the Philadelphia Eagles locked in for this pick. I do think that this will be one of the hard ones to choose from, but I have to choose Philly on the side of things here. But we also got to look at Patrick Mahomes. He had an ankle injury in Jacksonville's divisional game, their divisional game against Jacksonville. And that game, we saw that Mahomes was not okay on his ankle. So. That's one thing we got to look at. But again, we don't know if some of the receivers will be playing. However, I do know that some receivers like Marquez Scouting, he'll be playing this Super Bowl. I'm not sure about Kadarius Toney, and I'm not also so sure about Juju Smith-Schuster. And maybe Sky Moore might be playing as well. I'm pretty sure Sky Moore is playing. But as far as I'm aware, KC had those injuries, and I'm a little bit iffy on those injuries myself. So that's one thing I'm on. Now for the Eagles, though, the Eagles have almost everything set down for them, with one of the best offensive lines in the league, having great running game performance on the other side of the field. They are able to do whatever it takes, and we've seen them go against some teams in their regular season, and it's been tough opponents. They've gone against Minnesota, who was at least to me a pretty tough opponent to bicker against. Beating the Cowboys once was another tough opponent, and even getting past the Giants a few times was a tough coincidental opponent. And the Eagles did have some games where, they really could have won that. But there's one thing I got to say here is that, Jalen Hurts, I got to really look on this situation. Patrick Mahomes, one of the best prospects, right, out of the draft. You got to look at this, right? Patrick Mahomes, he came from the draft. He played absolutely wonderful, and he's that guy. I'm pretty sure he's one of, if not the best quarterbacks in the league right now as we speak. However, Jalen Hurts, he has a different story. When he was in the draft, everyone doubted him, and everyone wanted Carson Wentz still. Everyone wanted Carson Wentz. This is Jalen Hurts' moment to prove them wrong. This is his time to prove them wrong. He has had a lot of time to really think of how he's going to. There's been a lot of time where Jalen Hurts has been like, this is the time. I've been waiting for this. My mentality is going to show this game. And it's true. It's really true. It's going to show. Because, once that kind of fits in, it's going to be like, man, I'm playing for this. He has a reason to play. And, I mean, Philly fans even kind of doubted him at first, but, man, he proved himself. He had a few injuries here and there, man, but he still proved himself at the end of the day. Coming out of Texas doing his thing. Well, I'm sorry, coming out of Bama, coming out of Bama. Jesus. But yeah, he's proven his thing, man. He's doing what he's doing. And the Eagles also helped them by adding a lot of cool weapons. They added A.J. Brown, and we can see Hassan Reddick right there. But that's not it. We also have Fletcher Cox. You still have their offensive line who has Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey. You have a lot of guys on that team. And, man, this is the Eagles' roster that I actually am like, dang, this is a Super Bowl roster. Before they won the Super Bowl with Nick Foles. And I'm like, man, they're going to win the Super Bowl with Nick Foles. They're going to win it with Jalen Hurts. They got it. But, man, Patrick Mahomes is a tough quarterback. He's a leader. He's a team leader. He'll be able to lead this team to the Super Bowl no matter what. But I don't know. You guys have anything to say, you can leave it in the comments below. I actually want to see who y'all have for the Super Bowl between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Personally, like I said, Eagles, I have to go with the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, this is his time to prove every guy who doubted him wrong, every analyst who doubted him wrong on the charts, everyone who doubted him, this is his time to show it now. He has that time. This is his moment. Jalen Hurts, I'm with you, man. But anyway, if you guys like this video, please hit the like button down below. Please subscribe as well, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. It is getting late right now. I am up at 4 in the morning doing this video. So, yeah, you guys have a great night. Take care.